Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the beauty community tag. I am so excited to be doing this video because I've been wanting to do it since I saw it in December. It was started by Lisa Stevens, if you're not familiar with her channel. She wanted to create this tag just so we as creators could share what it's like to be a part of the beauty community, things we like, what we want to change, and it helps you guys learn a little bit more about us. And I've really enjoyed watching these videos, and it's the middle of January and this has been on my radar since I first saw it in December. So I just want to get down to it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so that you're notified when I upload, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. There are 10 questions in this tag. I'm going to put those in the description box below and I'm going to get started. I am drinking coffee as I talk because I just cannot seem to wake up today. It is the afternoon, but I don't really care. It's never stopped me before. I'm going to be looking down at my phone to see the questions because I can't remember them all and I just have them pulled up on my phone. The first one is, what are your favorite videos to watch? I really enjoy declutter videos a lot and favorites videos. There's something very therapeutic to me to watch someone go through their stash and tell the reasons why they're going to keep something and why they're going to get rid of something. I just love that, and I actually have that planned for myself, for my own channel. I haven't done that before, largely because I just started my own channel about 1.5 years ago and didn't have a whole lot of things accumulated at that point, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I need a lot of order in my life, and once things start to get a little out of order, I just feel a little anxious, and I've felt the urge to do some declutters. So that is on my radar, and a few of you have expressed that interest on seeing some more organization and declutter type videos on my channel, and that is on the horizon. I have just felt that urge. That is something that is a part of my life anyway, organization, that type of thing, and so it just goes hand in hand that I like seeing those type of videos. Favorites, I feel like that's a very polarizing topic. People either really like favorites videos or they really don't like favorites videos. I enjoy watching them. I like seeing what people like. I also like the faves and fails. I like seeing what people don't like, what really didn't work out for them. I feel like that just gives creators a chance to give people their honest opinion on what worked for them and what didn't. The next question is, what are your favorite videos to film? I enjoy filming favorites videos. I like gathering the things that I liked and that I didn't like. If it's a faves and fails, sometimes I just really like to give a good rant. If I don't have any fails, that's great. It'll just be a favorites video. But I really like sharing things that worked out for me. Sometimes favorites videos, I have to really narrow it down and I could have a bunch of things in them. And sometimes I really have to think about things that worked out for me and they're a little shorter. But, you know, just like I like watching them, I also like filming them. I also love filming videos like this where I sit down and just talk, and I don't think that I did enough of that last year. 2018 is going to be a year of changes for me, not drastic changes. I just have some things that I want to do on my channel that involve a little more, I'm going to say back and forth, because we have a really great community here, and I feel like the comments I get, whether it's on YouTube or other social media platforms, is very back and forth. You guys give me a lot of feedback, and I enjoy doing videos that are talkative, and these tag videos are like that. I'm going to do some top 5 videos, some declutters, some videos where I'm just chatting and you can learn a little bit more about me and things that I like, things I don't like. I'm definitely not scared to give my opinion. I think you guys know that. So I enjoy watching videos like that too. The next question is, what are your least favorite videos to watch? I am one that really just does not like first impressions. You should notice that I don't do many first impressions on my channel at all. And if I do a first impression or a haul, I always follow up. I try to anyway. Even with my unboxings lately, I've been trying to follow up on those, or at least talk about them in some way in another video. I kind of feel like first impressions and hauls just to do hauls are kind of pointless because it really doesn't tell you as the viewer much at all. I'm also not very big into vlogs. I know I'm in the minority on that, and my daughter Brooke, she has her own channel, Brooke Elizabeth, and she pops into my channel too. She loves watching vlogs, certain vlogs. I just don't really get into them as much, and I know there's a lot of beauty channels that I love that also vlog, but I don't know, I think that my subscription feed is so full with other videos that I don't know, I can't really get into the vlogging as much as most people, I think. And again, I think I'm in the minority there. The next question is, what is your favorite part of the beauty community? That for me is easy. I just love that there is something for all of us here, whether you're 20 or 70, whether you're looking for an all-out makeup look or you're looking for, you know, something very specific. It seems like there is a video on it. And I love that in particular within this subset of the beauty community, the smaller mid-sized group that I fall in, it's very supportive within the bigger community. For the most part, channels that are, I don't know if you call them micro channels, I think that's what they're calling them now. You know, the smaller mid-sized channels, we genuinely seem to root for each other and want each other to succeed. And when people reach out to one another, there's a reciprocation there. There's support. We're commenting on each other's channels. We're, you know, saying hi, great job. And, you know, I liked that product too. I hated it too. What do you think about this? I love that camaraderie. I think it goes a long way when creators support other creators instead of viewing it as a competition. There's enough room here for everyone. Really, you know, YouTube's a huge place and there is enough varied content here for everyone. People will grow and thrive no matter if my channel is growing or someone else's channel is growing. There's room, and I love the collaborative efforts that go on between channels. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. The next question is the opposite of that. What is your least favorite part of the beauty community? I've watched a couple of these tag videos, and there were a few that resonated with me with this particular question because I was thinking along those same lines, and I feel like they verbalized it really, really well. Kaylee, I'm always going to butcher her last name. I don't know. Kaylee, say your last name for me one time, please. I either miss it or I just don't know how to say it. Samantha March, Kelly Gooch all kind of alluded to this same type of thing, whether it's the fact that we hold ourselves to too high of a standard or the criticism from some viewers, not all by any means, because by and large, the viewership is so great and so supportive. But I will say that there have been times that I have not wanted to upload something because I feel like it just didn't turn out perfect enough. We just hold ourselves to such a high standard because there are a handful, probably more than a handful, of viewers who will comment rudely. And I know we put ourselves out here in the public eye, and you do have to develop a thick skin, and you do, but there's a difference between constructive criticism and just being rude to be rude. And it's hurtful. We have feelings and we do read our comments. So when you come into the comment section or our social media and you just say things to be rude or, you know, say that no offense, but it's hurtful and it stings, and we remember that, and we remember that name that made that comment. There's a saying that, you know, if you can't say anything nice, just don't say anything at all. And I think that for some reason people think that doesn't apply to typing it out, but it should, and it does apply to that. If you wouldn't say something to someone's face, you shouldn't type it out on a keyboard. And if you wouldn't want it said to you by someone, you shouldn't type it out on a keyboard. I feel like there's something to be said for really stopping to think about how a comment is going to make someone feel before you type it out and hit send or enter or whatever it is. Because there have been times where I'll just sit there with my mouth open. I have a great example. One of my very close YouTube friends had someone come on her channel, and she is in her 30s. Someone made a comment that they couldn't believe she was in her 30s and that makeup really does age Caucasian women because she thought she was in her 50s. And so not only did she comment like the creator wasn't there, she was using she and her, but she was basically saying she looked terrible and old, which she doesn't. But why? Why even say things like that? It is hurtful. And it wasn't true, but it's just like, why? And we get stuff like that all the time. A, you wonder what people are thinking, and B, it does make you always second guess yourself. Should I upload this video? My hair looks bad today. My nails aren't painted. I'm wearing the same outfit I wore in the last 2 videos, that kind of thing. And then sometimes you're just like, you know what? I just don't care. People are not gonna like it, and that's okay. I wish it was different. That is something that really does bother me a lot, and it's just manners and being nice. What motivated you to start your channel is the next question. That is easy. That would be my daughter, who I've already talked about in this video, and she pops in on my channel sometimes, and she has her own channel as well. I think she was 10, and she was watching YouTube beauty videos because she just liked watching them, and I was monitoring what she watched. And one day I was just sitting down and I started looking at things on my own computer, and then I think I looked up how to do, maybe it was a smoky eye. I don't even remember. I was just looking up something. And then I started, you know, down that rabbit hole looking at all kinds of things. And she was watching videos and said, you know, you should start a YouTube channel because you've always been good at this. People are always asking you questions on how to do things. And the more videos I watched, the more I thought, wow, there's really not much of a market here for women that are in their 30s and 40s and 50s. Okay, I had a mild dog freak out. It's all good. Where was I? You know, I thought there's really not much of a market out there for women who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and there's a lot of need for it. And I thought, well, I'll just start it, and if it goes nowhere, then I'll just stop it. And I didn't tell anybody about it for, it was probably 9 months to a year before anybody except for immediate family knew about my channel, because I thought it might fail and I didn't want to be embarrassed about it. I mean, that was really a large part of it. And you know, it's funny because talking to other people in YouTube that are around my age, they really did the same thing. And I don't know why that is. I guess there's a stigma that YouTube is only for young people, and it's really not. When talking to people since I came out with my YouTube channel, they're actually finding it so helpful. And I don't know, I definitely should have told people a lot sooner. Who most inspires you on YouTube is the next question. That is probably the hardest question in this whole tag, because so many people inspire me every day when I sit down and go through my feed and I see who's on my suggested videos. I'll see new creators all the time and brand new creators, and I think, you know, good for them. They took that step and they created their channel. And I see creators like Jessica Braun, who I've always been inspired by, and Emily Noel. I really love the creators who come up with this original content. You know, they're not just doing what every single big YouTuber is doing out there. I really admire the ones, and I'm inspired by the ones who are not afraid to speak their mind and are not afraid to be honest about what they think. I've never been one that judged or cared about sponsored videos or anything like that. Even before I had a channel, I know there's this big stigma against sponsored videos because people think everybody does it for the money and they're just going to be biased. And yes, we need to make money because that's how we buy product and equipment and all this thing to keep it up, because, you know, it's basically a job that we're doing. I feel like there are many channels that have given the sponsored video thing a bad name because they would just take any sponsorship and say positive things even though you knew that it was false. And so I think that when you have honest YouTubers, whether they do sponsored videos or not, or have affiliate links, there are many out there that do them and come from an honest place. They'll only take a sponsored video after they've tried the product. They'll only talk about products that they've gotten to try and test out and that they firmly believe in. And if they get compensation for it, that's okay. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but that's kind of the model that I looked to because I want to make money from this. I would love to make a great income from this. And to do that, you do have to have integrity and morals to me, because you guys are the ones that count. Those types of channels that have built that trust, no matter what type of video they have done, are the types of channels that I have looked to. So I can't really nail down specific channels because I would leave out so many, whether they're big or small. It's the channels that have integrity and have built trust among their community, and that is what I want for my own channel. Question number 8 is, what is the number one thing that you would change about the YouTube beauty community? I wish that it was easier to grow. I feel like a lot of the smaller mid-sized channels can get kind of stuck. You know, some grow fairly easily, but some have a really hard time, and even some that are getting a little bit bigger but just can't quite break a plateau. The algorithm of YouTube makes it so difficult to grow because these huge channels are always going to show up. They're always going to be suggested. I just wish that there was some way to change that. I don't know if there is, but I feel like it would be so beneficial for these smaller, mid-size, micro channels, even the smaller, bigger channels, if that makes sense, you know, in the lower hundreds of thousands, because there are some really great different types of channels that are not huge. They don't have millions of followers, but they're phenomenal. They just don't get quite the recognition that they deserve, whether it be from brands or from viewers. I feel like just from a growth standpoint, that is definitely something that needs to change. Question number 9 is, what is the number one advice for other creators or new people starting out a channel? Be yourself and just do it. So I guess that is number 1 and 2 advice. But taking that first step is what's going to get you there, because there's so many people that say they want to do it, but I finally decided to just take that step and do it. I YouTubed how to do it with an iPhone, and I did it with an iPhone and natural light for months of my channel. I did not get a real camera and a ring light for several months, and I did it. Was my production perfect? No, it wasn't, but I somehow had people follow me and it worked. The equipment and things can come with time. Educating yourself and learning about what to do, you can certainly do that right off the bat and make it work for you. If you have an idea and you have something that you want to get out there, do it and be yourself. And by be yourself, I mean be true to yourself. Be who you are. If you have an idea, don't be a cookie cutter version of everything else that's out there. Put your idea out there, your authentic idea out there, and talk about it, because you'll have so much more passion talking about something that you want to, and someone is out there looking for what you are coming out with. And I know it can be difficult at first because you don't really know all the nuances of YouTube and how to get everything out there. But again, immersing yourself in how to do things, what to do, is going to really help you get things going. If you're passionate about something and get your content out there, people will see that in you and recognize it, and you'll start to gain a following. You'll have a lot more fun producing content that you want to produce rather than doing something that you feel like you should because that's what other people are doing. So just do what you want to do and be proud of it. The last question is, what do you love about YouTube as a whole? This is not the beauty community. This is just about YouTube as a whole. I love that it's a platform that you can completely immerse yourself in no matter what you're looking for. I find there are times when I go to look up one thing and I end up on YouTube for 2 hours. And it's not even about the one thing I started looking up. I am on a totally different subject. It happens all the time. I feel like no matter if you're 10 or 80 or 100, you can find something on YouTube for you, whether I want to watch beauty videos or a movie or music or learn how to repair a shower drain. There's something on this platform for everyone. There's something on here for me no matter what mood I'm in. There's so much content on here for all ages. There's really nothing else out there in the world quite like it. And it is for everyone all over throughout the entire world. If you want to get an idea out there, no matter who you are, all you have to do is start recording on your phone or your camera, upload it to YouTube, and there you go. It's really a great social media platform, and that is what I love about it. So that was a great tag, really thought-provoking. So thank you, Lisa, for creating that beauty community tag. And I am not tagging any specific person. I just want to keep this going. So if you haven't done this tag yet and you have a YouTube channel, I tag you. I'll have the questions down below in my description box so that you can look at those when you do your tag. I'll have my social media platforms on the screen and down below so that you can go follow me over there as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.